You're teaching your soul and touching the rules. Tell me something I don't know. Man, I'm thinking the game in the right big blues. Tell me something I don't know. Man, I put it on go for the training crews. Tell me something I don't know. And man, stand by your side cause you got the juice. Tell me something I don't know. Tell me something I don't know. Tell me something I don't know. No, no. Tell me something I don't know. Tell me something I don't know. No, no. Tell me something I don't know. Tell me something I don't know. Yo, tell me something I...
Dexter Hastings here for bbcolumn.com. I'm at Fightden with the man, Ben Fields. Ben, welcome to Fightden, mate.
Nice one, Dex.
Right, since we last talked, you know what I mean, you're smoking Joe's, lad, so I see you all the time. You took on the journeyman role, but it's not a role. It's not a joke anymore. Is it? It's not just a journeyman. You're beating boxers.
Most definitely not. I'd say there's different sort of lads that fight away, and I'd say I'm definitely more of an opponent. Do you know what I mean? That's going to go there, give these prospects a good lesson. Do you know what I mean? And I've been getting up on some good shows and even getting not a little bit of sort of recognition for the fights I am in, saying, oh, if it's against Ben Fields, it's going to be a test. And do you know what I mean? That's a little bit reassuring because, like, as you know, I came to this gym, met Sean Colgan, and sort of had no amateur background, no sort of boxing experience before that. Done a few white collar, about 10, and turned over, and we ain't done too bad.
You ain't done too bad. What is your record at the moment?
It's seven losses, 5 wins and 2 draws.
Right, for someone who is on the road, that is not bad at all.
No,
and when you're looking at draws away, you know what I mean? Anyone who's in boxing knows if you get a draw away from home, you kind of won it, you know what I mean?
And even a few of the losses were touch and go.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
no, but, right, one of the last ones, well, not the last one you had, because like, you got one in between, but the one against Kane Gardner.
Kane Gardner, yeah.
Now that was the second time you'd fought him.
Second time, yeah. Within the space of a month. I mean, the first fight, 6-rounder, and sort of, I don't know how long, I think it was a week's notice. I don't know if I'd been out the week before and they said, oh, you got Kane Gardner next week. He's, because he'd stopped his last 4 opponents.
Oh, okay.
So he was 9, I think he was 8-0, 4 stoppages, which were the four fights leading up to me. So I knew when I went in there, first couple of rounds, I had a look at him and sort of stayed behind the guard because I didn't want to walk onto one.
Yeah.
Because they sort of built him up to be a sort of a
banger.
But as I got in there, I sort of felt his power, and do you know what I mean? Took the punches and found out I was a bit stronger than him. Do you know what I mean? On the inside, and he's one of them fighters, and we mentioned it. You know, sort of likes to bully opponents, but when these lads get it back, they don't really like it.
Well,
do you know what I mean?
This was it with the 6th round of the first one. Alright, first 4 rounds, I watched it. I give him the first 2. I think I'll give you the 3rd, and then he got the 4th, and then the 5th and the 6th, you just turned the beast mode on, and you absolutely bullied the hell out of him. It was a very good draw. Do you know what I mean?
I caught him with a shot in the 5th round, and I think it was an uppercut as he was coming in with the jab, and I think my style of fighting, because I'm not the best boxer in the world. I'm sort of a wear you down. Do you know what I mean? Get on the inside. I'm quite sort of strong, thick set, so the longer fights will suit me better. Because you know what I mean. I can take a few on the arms and take a few on the gloves, and then slowly sort of break a lad down instead of, do you know what I mean? That moving and one boxing. I'm not quite that way,
But then you fought Sugar Kane Gardner.
Yeah, again, and
on a 4 hours notice.
I think it was about 1 o'clock. I got the phone call, and John rang me up and says he can't get an opponent, and do you want to go and fight on the Huey Fury undercard? And it was like, yeah, man, straight away. Luckily, I got up that morning as well. I had no breakfast because I don't know, I just didn't. Usually I have porridge for breakfast, and obviously that's got a lot of weight in it. So I think I was 10 stone 8, which ain't bad on the day. Do you know what I mean? Considering I fight around 10-4, 10-5, looking at a light welterweight division. So yeah, and I went up there and I learned my lesson from the last fight. I knew that if I put it on him, closed him down, and sort of made it my fight, that I'd come out on top. And I caught him.
He kind of started from the end of the 6th round.
Yeah, it did.
It was very impressive, mate. I'm telling you, I was really impressed.
And he's a good, you know what, all hats off to him because he's a really good fighter.
He's a good boxer,
we're the sort of, we bring out the best in each other. So hopefully, maybe, I don't know, a year down the line we can do it again and have a little showdown, the third one.
Yeah, well, no, that's got to happen, man. That's got to happen. Right, so we went on for then, right, and then you, the 50-50 fight on the Tommy Owens show, Sean Daly versus you, which is a great fight.
Yeah.
Right. I'm expecting that to be your next fight, but you sneak one in.
Now, that was
last year. Forgot about that. Your call, Bethel Green.
Last week, your call, got a draw. The lad was 3-0. I turned up. I think it was like I say, it was short now. No, I think I had about a week's notice for this one, and sort of I went down there and I've had no look at the York Hall because I remember the first time I fought there and it was like I'm fighting at the York Hall, and I got down there and it was a little bit sort of I don't know, you build it up in your head, don't you? And I got down there with the balconies, it's quite intimate, and I lost twice there, and then it was nice to get a draw there last week and sort of hopefully next time we'll get a win there.
Oh, do you know what? Like we said, like getting a draw, but I have heard that it was a very good draw. They didn't try and do you over.
No, of course not. And I think the promoter said, you know what, if that had been a 6 rounder, I think you'd have got to him and stopped to him, because in the last round he was sort of falling over and spitting his mouth guard out, and it was a little bit of a scrappy one, but do you know what, it's sometimes scrappy works towards my advantage.
Yeah, well, scrappy does work towards yours, but now we're looking at
Sean Daly,
29th of June.
29th of June at the Villa, and do you know what, I'm happy to be fighting locally again, do you know what I mean? Because it's nice for the people that come and watch me and my sponsors, totally grateful, and it's nice for them to come and have a little bit, share the experience, and do you know what I mean? They've all been part of the journey, and it'll be nice to have a few familiar faces there and allow them to see firsthand what do you know what I mean, what's been happening.
Yeah, well, obviously Sean Daly, I think he's 8-0, is he?
Yeah, he's 8-0, yeah.
Right,
and,
but you know, I've seen all his fights have been down Villa Park, and maybe you've been up against better opponents. What do you think?
I would say so. I think looking at the record doesn't necessarily explain the experience, does it? And I think even though you might look at my 7 losses and look 5 wins, a couple of draws, and it's not a faultless record, but I think as far as experience, I'd say I've got the upper hand in experience. I don't know if he's done any amateur. And funnily enough, considering both from Birmingham, we've only done like 3. I think I've done maybe 2 rounds sparring with him, and that's over. Do you know? But that's when we were going around the gyms doing sparrings, and I've only done 2 rounds with him. And usually with a lot of the other lads, I've sort of been in there and you know a little bit about them. But this one, it's going to be quite. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be quite a flipping a good fight, because we don't know that much about each other.
I'll tell you this, like, you know what, you're my pal and all this, right? We come to the same gym and all that, but I have seen all of Sean Daly's career, and I've got to say he's a fantastic boxer. He gets involved, which could work in your favour, right? I'm sitting on the fence for the simple fact is that I can see how you could win it, but I can see how Sean could win it as well, do you know what I mean? And I think it's going to be an absolute...
And a lot of people have said that, a lot of the trainers and sort of people in the boxing world in Birmingham mentioned, you know, they've built it up as 50-50, and it is, do you know what I mean? Even though on paper it might not look 50-50, but anybody who knows, do you know what I mean? And you know yourself, do you know what I mean? It's a 50-50 fight. Whoever gets in there and sort of makes it their fight on the night, he's gonna come out on top.
All you got to take a look at Ishmael and Kane Baker. You know what I mean?
Cracking fight. I was there for that one. Yeah.
And you know, Kane, you've got the experience of being on the road. You know what I mean? So anything can happen. Your experience and the way you fight, and I think styles make fights. Yeah, and it's definitely a perfect style for you.
And it's nice to have a date to work towards. So like this one, I've had, even though I was out I think last week, so I've had a good 3 weeks. Well, by the time the fight's here, I'll have a good 3 weeks of training behind me, and that's very rare that I get that. Do you know what I mean? Usually, if I'm resting on the Friday in case of phone wings or something like that, so it's nice to sort of settle down, know the dates there, and we can sort of taper off the training a little bit closer to the date.
Right, so 29th of June,
29th of June,
Villa Park,
Tommy
Owens Promotions, Summer Brawl is it called?
Summer Brawls, yeah.
Right, have you got anything to say to your sponsors and all the people that follow you? Because you, mate, honestly, right, not blowing smoke up your arse, you're an inspiration. But where you come from being like a little roadman when you were younger, you know what I mean? Like then I'm gonna go on the road, be a journeyman. Winning on the road, you're an inspiration, mate. Like so, you know.
But I don't see it. You know what? My story is no different to anybody else. It's everybody in life. They've got their sort of voices and stuff that holds them back. Just happens that mine was a little bit more, do you know what I mean? I don't know, obvious. Do you know what I mean?
A bit more hardcore.
Yeah, but it's like, honestly, mate, my story is it's no different. People are doing stuff all the time, but I definitely thank you to my sponsors. Do you know what I mean? They've been there for me from the start. L&D Supplies and Birmingham Blinds, the Watchers Group, New Leaf Recovery, and Recharge and DNS Brickwork, and they've helped me get through the medical. And do you know what I mean? They come to my fights and support me, so I'm truly grateful for that. And anyone that can buy a ticket and come on the 29th, it'll be really good to have you there, because I don't know over the rest of the year how many times I'll get to fight locally at the Villa, but it'll be a nice experience if you can come down and show a bit of support, because behind the scenes I'm putting in a lot of time and a lot of work into this boxing game, and it's nice to share the experience with people.
Everybody, Ben Fields, Ben.
Thank you, Dexter, thank you.
Well, what can I say, man? Ben is just an inspirational person. I've known him a good few years now, and he's been through it, through the ringer, you know what I mean? Like he said, he plays down his story, but it is an inspirational story that he's done. He's gone on the road as a professional boxer, and he's doing really well, and he's making a big name for himself as someone who's coming to give these young prospects like a good test. Got a big fight now, 50-50 against Sean Daly. Sean Daly, great boxer, unbeaten. Is he untested? He had a good fight against Gunter, who, you know, he showed his worth there, and he always likes to scrap, and he is a very good boxer. He's one of my favourite ones from Tommy Owens Promotions. I can't really call it. I can see how both boxers could win this fight, but it's definitely a 50-50 fight. These are the fights that these boxers now who like have scored, knocked up these like 8-0 records, these unbeaten records. These are the fights they need now. They need to start fighting each other, right? You know what? Because you lose, you learn. At the end of the day, right? And if you lose and it puts you off, then boxing was never for you. I can't wait till the 29th to see this fight. It's a great lineup as well. You got headlining, it's Sam Eggington. It's not this fight's not even the headliner. There's absolutely a whole array of boxers on there, right, from Birmingham, cracking boxers. 29th of June, Tommy Owens Promotions, Villa Park. You can get a ticket, get down there, because it's going to be a great show. And I can't wait to see Ben and Sean Daly get it on, man, because I reckon it's going to be one of the fights of the year.
You're teaching your son untouchable rules. Tell me something I don't know. Man, I'm thinking the game in the right big blues. Tell me something I don't know. Man, I push it on go for the training crews. Tell me something I don't know. And man, stand by your side, cause you got the juice. Tell me something I don't know. Tell me something I don't know. Tell me something I don't know. No. Tell me something I don't know. Tell me something I don't know. No. Tell me something I don't know. Tell me something I don't know. Yo, tell me something I don't know. Tell me something I don't know.